So this is my 13th review of almost 300. The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. The last couple of books, I've had to admit I read them quite a while ago. I'm reviewing from my first review ever to my most current. So some of them I read them over a year ago. In some cases well over a year ago, and the last couple I haven't really remembered the story. This one I remember clearly. I really enjoyed this book. I did have some issues with it, but not as much as some other people. Some of the reviews on Amazon was scathing, and I didn't think it deserved that at all. I thought it was a really good read. So let me read my review and then we'll have a chat about it. So The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. And I usually leave that up until after I've read the review. So let's have it back. See, I'm an idiot. I can't do things consistently. So this book, The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. This book has received some very unkind later reviews on Amazon UK. I don't understand why. I enjoyed it and I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Yes, the main character was obsessed with sleep deprivation, and the point was hammered home a tad as she tended towards whining. But I didn't find her unlikable. I agree that the author described the lavish cliché of the cruise boats, too small to be a ship, decor. But if you choose to set your story on a cruiser, surely you have to describe the experience. It was one of my favourite parts. I love cruising, I love boats, and I love the description of being on a ship, a boat on the water. So for me, that made it. I loved it and lived vicariously through to the description until it turned nasty, by which point I felt the character's claustrophobia. As I read, I found myself taking more air into my lungs in the confined areas. Come on, that's clever writing. I don't understand why the author would choose not to capitalise her name on the cover. Is it a humility thing? Is it she has capitalised it now? In the version I read, I'm breaking into my review here. In the version I read, it was all lowercase, and I don't get that. I don't understand why the author would choose not to capitalise her name on the cover. Is it a humility marketing ploy? I afford Miss Ware the luxury of capitalisation. She deserved it. What I loved about this book was the realisation of hopelessness. When you're a target on a small boat, ship, in the middle of the North Sea, there was no possibility of escape until the boat docked. She had to get through the night, suspecting everybody. The tension was excellent, and during the escape scenes, I felt time running out and experienced a level of stress and the quickening of my reading before the engine restarted. So coming out of it again, it was kind of like that when you're running low on petrol and you start driving faster before you run out. No spoilers. Did she make it off or did she run out of time? The purpose of the cruise was to see the northern lights. I would like the author to have made more of them. By the time we got a glimpse, we were hard in action and it was glossed over with hardly a mention. That was disappointing. I really wanted the description of the northern lights. I'd been a prisoner in an under sea level cabin for 3 days and was still in terrible danger, but I wanted to see the sky. I recommend this book. I thought it was a cracker and does exactly what it says on the thriller can. I loved it. So a very mixed review from a lot of people on Amazon. Some people loved it, some people hated it. I adored it. I thought it was great. I did have issues with it. I would have liked more description around the Northern Lights. She was a bit of a whiner, but I didn't mind that. We all whinge sometimes, and, you know, somebody was after taking her life. Wouldn't you whinge a little bit? Just a tad, maybe? I found her all right. I liked the lass. I'd have had a vodka with her at the bar. Yeah. Cracking book. I really enjoyed it. Please have a read of it. Come and talk to me and tell me what you think. Drop the author a review on Amazon and Goodreads. And enjoy. This one, well worth a go. I liked it. Nice chat.